Make sure you guys go and check out Cobra Cop Watch. He's live right now. I don't want to take away from what he's doing. He's out on a cop watch, spitting Cobra Cop Watch. Go check him out. Then you can come back and check out what I got going on. I just want to make sure that he's got like 80 in his room, but make sure you're got the best show on YouTube. No, 5 Speed. I ain't got no show. I'm just playing around today, man. I already did my little thing, so I was just gonna go on Streamyards today and play around. But then I realized Spittin' Cobra Cop Watch was live, so I'm gonna send everybody over there. If anybody's got Spittin' Cobra Cop Watch's link, make sure you throw it in there. I threw it in earlier, but it didn't make it a link. So if one of my other mods can put it up, make that a link. That's Spittin' Cobra Cop Watch's channel. What's up, M&P Videos? It depends on whether I'm here or not. Yeah. Lucinator came in, so we know who will be following him in the back door. Lucinator, did you bring in Peen or what? Peen come in the back door? Is he still on you like white on rice? Oh shoot. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, Patriot Defense? How you doing? Good morning, good evening. Nobody's actually eating, so I kicked myself out. Have you ever done that? Kicked yourself out? I just did it, so accidentally hit the back button. It's kind of funny. Do we have audio now, Chris? I might have to go back out and come back in. Are we back? Okay, it's back.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Bird?
Fucking working. So I've been just fucking jumping on panels and fucking listening, putting my 2 cents in fucking here and there and cranking away.
Well, if it's 5 o'clock, you're supposed to be at home.
It's 4 o'clock and I'm actually gonna wind up probably being here pretty late, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna take a dinner break here pretty soon though.
Do we get to see what you're working on? You still mudding or what? Or are you sanding?
No, I'm done mudding. I got a little bit of scrape down to do at some point. But yeah, I got everything hooked up. Bedroom's all spackled up.
There we go. There we go.
You know, got a little bit bigger of a texture on the walls here.
Oh, we're already putting the texture. All right, all right.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a little scrape down. So other than that, though, I'm good to go, man. Stuff is starting to dry out, starting to look good. Means I'm about ready for paint. Got some primer already, ready to go already.
Right.
Yep, got to start ripping out some wood members and stuff, and I'll be moving into prime paint and floors. I'm still kind of debating whether or not I should prime and paint and then sand the floors, or if I should sand the floors, seal them, then prime and paint, because I got to clean either way. But I think that I'm probably gonna have to paint first. This shit all over my face. Yeah, look at that shit.
You ain't got nobody there helping you, huh? It's just all by yourself today.
Yeah, well, it's all by myself every day. It's the way it goes. But I'm about to start working on. I got some border trim going around on that top line where everything meets. Got to deal with window packs, and I got all kinds of shit to do in here. But yeah, in the meantime, like I said, I'm about to press forward. I might actually take the rest of the day off here in a little while. Who knows? I
Well,
have luggage.
keep it going anytime you can get the work done.
Well, it's right next door, but I mean, yeah, I'm probably about a week behind, and I got 2 other projects that I got to start dealing with here real soon. So kind of a pain in the ass.
Work till 10 o'clock tonight and call her a day. Then
Right.
put in till till it gets dark and then stop.
Right.
Yeah, you got a ways to go on that one. I think it's time to crank it out, man.
Oh, dude, it's all going to go pretty quick now. I mean, it'll take a little while to sand the floor down, but it should all go pretty quick. The drywall is a fucking bitch because, it's an old fucking cabin, nothing's straight. So it has to be shimmed. Everything has to be fucking, blocked and backed. So yeah, it turned into a real fucking pain in the ass, but it
The
looks fucking
the
looks
lids
tip.
have to be blocked. Like above, you have to put shims, not shims, but backing.
Studs. So sister studs on a lot of the fucking joists and shit because nothing's traditionally, 16 inches apart, right? Everything in this fucking room is anywhere from 14 to 17 to 18, like it's all just different. And what's even crazier is that it's all rough cut. So none of the lumber is exactly the same measurements, which means that every single one, you got to go stick a fucking level to it. Then you got to shim it out and then you can put your fucking board up. So it was a fucking agonizing bitch.
That's a garbage. That is garbage. That don't even sound like something I'd want to do. New construction's way easier, right?
Well, but look at these corners though. Look at that fucking corner right here.
He likes the corner. I know, man. You got to be proud of them corners. Just don't bang them up with nothing now. No ladders.
No, we're done. We're done with drywall. It's on to, like I said, prime and paint floor. I was thinking about maybe doing some cleanup, like I said, get some dinner. So celebrating a family birthday today, but it's fucked. Always do the
What?
floor
Who's?
because then you don't have to worry about painting the pours of the wood. That is a good point. That is a good point. I do like that.
What do you mean? Do the floors first?
Well, so check this out. So no matter if I prime and paint before I do the floors, okay, I can throw down a little bit of masking, I can block it up, and I can keep shit from getting on stuff. But this is the problem. Then I'm sanding floors and dust goes fucking everywhere, right? So then you get fucking dust on your paint. So then you have to clean walls afterwards. It's a fucking bitch. Okay, the other idea is that you go after the floors first and then you steal them off and then you mask them off and do your same fucking routine, but then you're still gonna have to clean the fucking floors regardless. I think that No Justice is
Do
right.
it.
I think
Do,
yeah.
I don't think do it that way. I think
Floors
you're
first.
you're always gonna have to take a vacuum, but also clean it now. Clean it before you paint. Vacuum more every stage, and then the less dust, you're just not kicking up that much dust.
Yeah, so pretty much I guess then, yeah, I'm gonna go take fucking dinner and I'm gonna come back after the shit's dry and I will get my scraping done and then I will sweep up, clean up and prepare for floors. It's awesome, right? Floors will go pretty quick. So I'm gonna just start in doing edging and then I'm gonna go run an industrial. That way I can just throw the industrial down and do large sections. It's a lot quicker. Plus they're paying for it, right?
Right? It looks like fun, man.
Yeah, it's all right. Definitely worse things I could be doing.
Well, you could be sitting here like me doing nothing.
Well, that's true. The good news is now I have a payday, so I'll be able to afford my mortgage, the
You,
propane, and everything that goes with it. I gotta have my vaults cleaned out too. That's another $700 that I gotta come up with this month, but I'll get all that knocked out.
go clean your what out?
So I got vault tanks. Like a lot of people have sewage or they have septic systems. My place has a vault tank, so pretty much I have 3,000 gallons of storage, and every time it fills up, you have to ship it out. 700
You're
bucks.
talking about waste, solid waste.
Yeah, yeah. So all of my black water from my cabin, because like we're in an environmental area pretty close to the lake, so forth. I can't have a leach field just pumping shit down there, right? So in order to combat that, we use a vault tank. Everything goes from the black water into the vault, and then when it fills up, you have it sucked out and removed.
Bro, that doesn't sound fun. I'm just saying, like that sounds like an extra expense, but
It's a huge extra expense actually, but the good news is that it's relatively affordable and manageable. So I get banged about every 4 months for another 700 bucks on top of mortgage and regular bills.
man, I just go. I wonder if you can't just buy a truck, store it yourself.
Well, if you actually look at it, for what it costs to get that stuff removed, it would make sense to buy a leach field. But the problem is that I'd have to buy the property below me because I can't go out the other way. So yeah, I don't know. That's all a thought, right? But that's a lot of money, man. Like you're talking, spending fucking 15 grand on a piece of property, and then you're turning around and spending another fucking 15 grand on a leach field.
Right.
Probably do more
Okay,
myself.
he says I have to replace my shower because it had a crack in it that leaked under the house. That ain't no fun.
Yep. So that shit happens out here all the time too. Like people will fucking they'll buy these cabins and they're not used to the area, so they don't properly winterize and or they just leave the water on and then they're like, oh, let me try to save some money and they turn off their fucking electric, or turn the heat like way down to like 50 degrees, and then we get like last night we got down to like
What up?
How's it going, Big Daddy?
what's up, Big Daddy?
I got disconnected off Glenn's stream before, so
No, see, I think I'm gonna call you WI from now on because the Big Daddy name doesn't. Yeah.
oh, dude, it's way out there too, dude. Don't worry, it gets me every time.
Uh, what were you doing on Glenn's stream earlier? I was kind of stalking you earlier. I was like,
I was waiting to get about 40,000 pounds of meat loaded onto my rear end, buddy.
oh yeah, big slabs of meat.
Oh yeah, tons of it.
Well, bring me some. Shoot some up to South Dakota.
You ain't want none of this. This is all the scraps and shit like that.
Oh no good cuts, huh?
No, nothing. I don't even have to refrigerate it. That's how shitty it is.
Liberty Bird, no justice is waiting for that email. Hey, Tuckley suck, man. It's Tucson. Trying to think what he was doing the last time I see him. I've seen him Private Cop Watch. That's cool. That's cool. Jason K. It ain't fun doing the work. It's actually fun when you get paid.
Totally fucking lost right now.
Well, how are you lost, man? You got GPS.
Oh, dude, yeah. GPS likes the one time I need to actually use it, it wants to steer me down a street where there's a bridge with a 10-foot warning sign on it.
Yeah, I'm going to that.
Yeah.
You need to make sure you're using trucker path.
I got one of those Ram McNellys built into the truck.
Well, apparently that one sucks, bro.
Apparently it does.
So maybe we should try trucker path and just pay a little bit and miss the 10-foot low-lying bridges.
I was really cruising for that nice haircut,
Flat top.
That's an understatement.
You would have been a squished pumpkin. I think are you over 10 though? Seriously? You probably are.
Oh yeah. No, like at least. Well, question. Really, I think it really depends on the type of cab you have for a tractor. But I can get underneath like a 12'4" if I had to bridge. I mean, I want to say it's 12'4". That's probably the lowest, maybe 13'4" I'm thinking of. But that's the lowest. If you ever watch those videos of tractors getting stuck underneath fucking bridges, it's kind of hilarious, but it happens every day.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, they got these like big shit snappers right there. So if you pass that steel beam, you're probably dead. Put the whole cabin, half the trailer out with it before you hit the bridge.
Have you ever hit a bridge before?
Nope. I'll let you know when I do, though.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could try it today.
Nah, it's not really. It's not really in my criteria today.
What's the temp out there today?
Right now in Illinois, I think it's like 5 degrees right now where I'm at.
Oh, you're in Illinois? You're not even
Yeah.
in. You left your. Cool.
Yeah, no. I got
Go to Chicago?
something like that. Yeah, it was something over through that way. It wasn't really I don't know. I just decided to show up to work this morning. I don't even think they knew I was coming in.
They're like, okay, get in, go, bye.
Oh, yeah. Well, they stick me in this other truck this morning, and with all the diesel exhaust fluid addition shit, this one truck went down. So I called them, and they're like, okay, we'll come back and get the new truck because this one's only got like less than 13,000 on it yet. And this truck's a lemon apparently. You dropped 50 to 100 grand on a semi. At least my company did. And it's fucking got check engine lights on it. The transmission's grinding on it, and it's like,
wow.
yeah,
Bring that
no,
to the Mac dealership or wherever it came from.
Well, they're warranted to I think 160,000 miles on them. I mean, well, they should be for how much money you have to spend on them. But it's crazy. Like, say if how you go over that little white line on the side, it's got like always like, how the dual shock controllers work when they vibrate, like, or the Xbox controllers vibrate. Yeah, it does that with the doors. So it'll cut the speaker off, and then it'll go like a rumble strip inside the vehicle.
How's your new channel doing? 5-speed?
Yeah, 5-speed.
Time to get your new channel up to 500. I don't understand what they did. Well, so you going home or what? You on your way home?
Yeah, I'm on my way home right now. I'm like 195 miles from at least the yard. So
195? That's far as crap.
telling me less than 3 hours left on my clock, so I'm gonna have to bust out the 16-hour rule this week to fucking make it home.
Put the pedal to the metal, dude. And then claim.
That's funny.
Yeah, you gotta claim something. Put yourself off the clock and I don't know.
Yeah, I'll probably once I get 150 miles in, since I'm technically a local driver, I can turn the log off then, I'm in that 150 mile radius.
Yeah, just stuff, man.
I ain't sleeping in this fucking truck. Fuck that.
Hell no. Nope.
Yeah. But yeah.
And government's stupid anyways. There's no weigh stations or pull-ins or that's ridiculous.
Oh, the way I'm going, there'll be like one weigh station.
One? Yeah. Well, get past the weigh station.
Yep.
Or just take the back roads in. There's always
I was gonna do that, but I didn't know where the fuck I was in this particular part. So I haven't really powwowed through there that much before, so
Get yourself in more
I
trouble.
just
Let us know out there.
yeah, and I'm just like, oh, I seen a highway that the highway number looked like a reasonable number. I'm like, hey, I know that one. I'm jumping on that one.
Right.
So what do you have to today? Any cool shenanigans?
Yeah, playing with the cops, getting waved at. It's not really fun
Thanks.
around here anymore.
No.
It's like
Thank you,
they see me.
605.
I need a new vehicle. Is what I need. Something I can slink around in that they don't know. And then I need to get it tinted out, blacked out, and then just creep real slow so that
Well, we can muster up a defend wagon or something, you know.
Oh, we could do that. A little shaggin' wagon,
Yeah,
little white
dude,
van scam.
yeah, why not?
Well, let's do the white van scam.
Friendly neighborhood. Fucked up police is around in the van.
Well, I just hate when they like. I'm half a block away. Like, why even wave at me? But I just don't know why they're looking in everybody's cars. And I do have 10 windows. I don't understand. It's like they got binoculars, dude. Kind of bugs me.
Dude, it does happen, man. But if me or you walked up with a fucking camera or just went up and looking, we'd be on the ground. What are you doing in that car?
Well, they're like, walk up. Well, you got to feel them out, man. They're around here. They're rabid. They attack for no reason. What do you suppose they're gonna do when you actually walk up on them?
No. Oh, they don't care, dude.
I hear the blinker. Don't be using your blinkers. They don't work anyways.
Not really. It's so new. This one might actually have blinker fluid in it, like legitly.
Tell everybody to go put the blinker fluid in. So we're still talking about defend, huh? All right, man. What are we talking? Why? What about defend today?
Oh, I don't know.
He's on your mind a lot lately, man.
He is like he's getting in there. Like, you ever watch Dinner for Schmucks?
Yes.
Yes, right there. There's that guy, and then Steve Carell right there, and it's just like it's like maggots eating their earwigs in my brain right now.
Let's go out and eat. Oh, shoot, in the basement. So we're gonna 5 speed up here.
What up, everybody?
What's up, Jason?
Man, not a lot. Hey, guys.
What's up, buddy?
Jason.
Not a lot. Just checking in here from New Zealand, of course.
That a boy?
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, haven't seen you in a while. You got a new channel, 5-speed.
Nah, I'm not even gonna bother with.
Same one.
Yeah. No, they
I was
took
gonna
me.
say I didn't know about the new one. I've still got you. I'm still subscribed to your other one, but I just haven't. I didn't realize I thought you had a new one.
Nah, they took my channel down.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering why I haven't had notifications, but I thought you might have had a new channel.
How the hell do you get your channel pulled? I mean, I'm sure I'm going to find out eventually, but
Speaking truth.
And this goes through your email somehow. Your email model.
5speedfree@gmail.com.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I've forgotten the email password to one of my YouTube accounts from a few years ago. And fuck knows how to get into it. Forgotten the phone number I had. I forgot this I had, everything I had. I'm pretty much you asking for me, you know, it's nothing. Yeah, so. Too pissed when I was signing up for it. I think I'll change the password. But yeah. Hope all is well.
My 5-speed is revving up.
Is that me?
No, I just heard a little kid in the background, so I was like, oh, 5-speed's revving up.
How's it going?
What's everyone up to?
So I ain't worried about another channel. I'll just come to your guys' platforms.
You're welcome to jump on
You need
mine.
a channel so you can like.
You know, I don't understand why they're doing that to you. I don't get it. What's up, Bert? Oh, he's gone? Shoot. I'm sorry, man. Bert's got to go eat, I think. Go ahead, 5 Speed.
No, I just jumped up, hang out with you guys a few minutes.
Why
Ain't doing much anything.
Why do you really think that they booted you out, man? Because I seen the last video you did. I don't understand it. I really don't. Not even with what happened. I don't get it. They're obviously
I think what it is the videos that they took down, and then they probably got in and started looking at my channel, because like when I called the DA out and the county solicitor here out, that was pretty powerful information within that. But see, that was all done by pictures and text. So algorithms wasn't getting it until they went in and looked. See what I'm getting at? So I think that's why, to be quite honest with you.
I'm telling you, man, do nothing but nonsense. Works out great for me. I mean, you get a couple trolls out of it, and then you just put on pointless stuff, and people enjoy it.
PDF in the house.
Not really, but it works out great.
Yeah, so I really don't care anymore. Like I said, I'll just come to a few of your guys' platform and speak whenever somebody's speaking about certain topics that I like to talk about, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't even give a shit no more.
well, it's hard out here, and if anybody tells you it's easy, it's not. And how many people can get to 500 and get their channels taken down? And that seems to be at that mark where people are targeted, right at that 500.
Yeah.
I can name a couple people that lost it right at 500. Now I was at 250, 300 that first time, and I mean, I got to be honest with you, that's depressing. That's
And I think I think you know me, FTP. You and I've had some serious conversations over the phone and stuff, and the thing that really gets me out here in YouTube. I mean, some of these guys. I mean, they've got huge followings, but if they can get 100 people to show up at a courtroom, look at the change that would be made. I mean, I just don't, and that's this is the reason they take guys like us down.
yeah.
And we try to create unity, that soul joiners, right, out there for the good, soul joiners, and they don't like that kind of talk. That creates unity. That creates a one unit, which is one nation. Which is that political body. See, they can't have that shit out there. People don't understand how our nation was founded and the principles that it was founded upon. All of them say, "Oh, I know." No, you don't. No, you don't. You just don't. You have no idea what even the political body stands for. That political body is a representation of life, and government is implemented as certain organs within that political body to sustain life. This is the stuff they don't want out there. They want that divide. They want the hate. They want the drama and the discord. That's why I give up.
No,
I'm done. I'm done coming out here.
I agree, 5 Speed. But look, and I get it, because it was so hard. I've watched other channels struggle for so long, and struggle to get to that 2,000-3,000 mark, or I'm sorry, to 1,000. And I've watched them struggle for years. And after you've done this for 2 years, you've seen a couple people that just struggle, and they're not near, they don't even know where to start. I've seen, let's say, Acura Amanda, I've seen American Amy, I've seen, and for some of them it's so hard and to get a start. And I'm like, I'd like to say, I don't my platform is a small start for people, but that big start is over. And I'm going to say this just because I have to. I think it's in Eric's room. I think that's where I've gotten my start. And if it wasn't for him and other key players, I just wouldn't be here. And that's the truth. Yes, I do think that I somewhat helped myself and did it for myself. And even if they boot you off 5-speed, you gotta come right back at them. And you gotta, just because you failed a TOS or whatever.
Yeah, I ain't worrying about YouTube, dude. I do, I do all my work right here in my community and let people see it around me. You know what I mean? I mean, the platforms out here are great. And I mean, we see it every part of the country. People are stepping up, and that's, well, the truth is going to come out here. And I just don't give a shit anymore because we are going to win. We will prevail in the end. And there's going to be a whole lot of people out here with freaking slobber hanging out their jaws when the truth comes out. Because they're going to be kicking themselves in the ass. They're going to be kicking themselves in the ass that they have been fooled so badly. I know. I went through about 6 months of hardcore, almost borderline depression when I found out exactly the truth. And it's not fun. It's not fun. It changes your life. It changes everything around you in your community. It's hard to get work anymore because you're labeled a sovereign citizen because you stand up and try to get people to unite for something good. And hey, I would do it all over again. No, it doesn't matter.
And 5-speed, I just want to add, you've done great things for me that you don't even know. Reiterating, being a strong mouthpiece for certain people that you have no idea how much you've helped with the process and being a stronger individual. The phone calls, the help, the phone calls between and back and forth, it's not for nothing. It's so important, and I totally understand. It's a simple, what I deserve. This is what the American people deserve, and they don't understand it. You can label anybody however you want to, but I deserve better. I deserve the truth. I demand the truth. And if you don't, if the people don't, then we're going to continue getting the shaft every time. If you stand up for yourself, there is nobility. If there's no victim, there's no crime. And I don't think people get that.
Right.
Anyways, go ahead.
Absent injury, loss, damage, or harm, there is no crime. Period. The end.
My feelings get hurt too.
Yep. I want to be very clear. I haven't give up on the movement. I have not give up on this movement. I have give up on the people that are in this movement.
And I understand. I understand. I just want you to know that although I fall down or although I make bad choices or decisions, I'm still here going through this shit. And maybe other people don't see the turmoil that we're in. Maybe they don't care.
Well, I think listen, I guess I'll clarify that a little bit. I don't think these people are bad people. I think they're in the game for the wrong reasons, and maybe they are, maybe they're not. Maybe there's a part of them that just don't know what the reality is because they haven't really done any research. They may have done some research within the law and all of that stuff, but have you done any research to understand the human trafficking that's been perpetrated on the children or youth of this world? I don't think they have. And that's what's going to come out. And with them or without them, we are going to win. We are going to win. I think the war is already over. This is cleanup time. This is cleanup time right now. I mean, that's why they're shutting down all these other smaller channels and stuff. Just that's the last ditch effort to hold on. You know, look at all the CEOs that stepped down in all of these big major corporations. These people just retired, decided to retire all at one time. Well, see, nobody is paying attention because we're so wrapped up in all the negativity. We can't see any of the truth. We're swimming deep into negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you could be swimming deep in some hardcore drama.
Yeah, I mean, look at
and it
Disney.
carries like a wave.
Yep, I shared some. I shared a picture, some of the Disney stuff with 10th Man today. I mean, Disney is the biggest pedophile organization that probably on the face of the planet.
I agree with you on that one.
They were trafficking kids right out of the White House. I mean, come on, man. I mean, people need to wake the hell up. Fight for the kids, the youngins, our offspring.
I just wonder why they don't want to hear about that stuff.
Maybe it's too difficult. Maybe it's too difficult. But reality is reality, my friends. You can't just bury your head in the sand and think it's going to go away. They've been let go. They've been let go too long.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's why I'm sort of in this community now over the last few years, because I was thrown on the ground, unlawfully, and all of a sudden go put complaints in, police station, nothing fucking happens. And then it was like, oh, no, then I'm thinking next it's going to be my kids. So I just went out looking at cops and watching them, not even filming them. I've got hours of footage of cop watching and shit, but don't edit. And then I've just put a few up, bits and pieces, because I can't be fucked editing. I just go out and film them, but I don't edit it. I put bugger all on my channel. But just, I've got no support in New Zealand. I've got one other auditor I know, 2 auditors in New Zealand, and that's it. And they sort of got their own sort of thing going on, but not really auditing. I get cops outside my house every day. It's just, man, I just got no support in New Zealand. And they don't know what auditing is, the police. They think I'm a fucking terrorist when I go to the police station filming.
No comment.
Okay, good to see you.
I mean, what do we say when they look at us like when they name us and when they throw us in a category when there's so many of us? I can say what it is that I do, and then another person comes along and he calls it something different. There's so many people doing the same general idea, but now let's take this and now we go over to New Zealand. That's overseas. So when he takes a camera out, totally different reaction than what we.
I'm one auditor out of 5 million people. I know, probably 2. They've got 3 auditors in New Zealand, I know for sure, out of 6 million people here. We're the only ones that will go to a police station or a prison and film police. And no shit, man, they don't know what audits are. They don't know that shit. Fuck, man, yeah, it's
shit.
tyranny hard. Like to film a policeman, it's like, what are you doing? Fuck, they want to know. It's all day long, man. But fuck, I got shit equipment. I got no, I'm busted back, so I haven't really got the income to buy nice equipment. So it's a real pain in the ass for me. I mean, I'd be fucking out there, and I've got no support. I can't even go live. I'd love to go live. It'd be easy on my phone with anything, but I can't. And they'll just crush my shit. I'll have nothing. They'll just, they're fucking asses.
Well, I'm sure Eric's on here. He could probably help you out with that.
Hey, Jason, all jokes aside, man, you need to get rid of that Ford shirt and put on a bow tie.
Hey, man.
A Pikachu suit works wonders.
No, Ford, I like Ford. They're better than Chevy.
I like some of the older ones.
Yeah,
it just depends on what year and make.
Well, because we only had, coming to New Zealand, we had Australian vehicles mainly back in the day, which was Ford or Holden. And Holden just was Chevy engines and that, which is pretty much just, Holden was just Chevy's poor cousin that needed a hand. And so I wasn't into the poor cousin. I just went with a Ford. You know, everything in the car was a Ford. Didn't have this and that and this and that. And yeah, I grew up with old Falcons and shit like that, Galaxies and shit.
Got any
But now,
Daewoo's over there?
Oh fuck yeah, we got all that Taiwanese
Daewoo.
fucking. Yeah, I've got a fucking Suzuki Swift.
Nah,
Sport.
hey, I had one of them. Them fuckers are sweet as hell.
Well, it's just cheap to fucking get around, but yeah, and it's unsuspect. The cops just drive past because it looks like a Nana's car.
Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different thing.
Jason,
It's like a little Geo
Japper.
Tracker, right? Or it's a little Jeep,
got a
right?
a link.
No.
You know why they say Ford's dummy proof, right?
I don't
Let's
know
hear
why.
it.
Because you always
Because
get,
their
someone always have
logo's
one.
an acronym for only retarded drivers. Ha!
Oh, is it?
Or you can flip it
Ah,
over and read the directions.
Yeah, you can flip it over and read the directions. Yeah.
Fucked over rebuilt Dodge.
Yeah, the funny thing
First
is,
on race day,
I would-
last at the finish line.
yeah, I'd still take the Ford over the fucking Chevy any day of the week.
I'm feeling that right now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the
Costs
truth
a little
about it.
bit more money to build one.
Yeah, here's the
I
truth
do
about
like
it, though.
Dodge.
So,
Dodge is good.
spark plugs in a Ford, pain in the ass to deal with, dude, and it's not any fun by any means. Chevy's super easy to fucking locate and access. Problem is that the Chevy, dude, will wind up with fucking electrical problems, and then you'll be fucking all
Yep.
pissed that you can't figure shit out. And the Ford won't have that problem, but it will have front end problems with the fucking weight of those engines. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, the ball joints.
Don't get a Hemi or anything. Jesus.
Every time, dude. Ball joints, control arms, every time.
Yep, and what you're saying about the spark plugs is you're gonna have to put a heat coil in them. Once it strips out, if it's a Ford.
Well, they all have coils, right? So they all have the coils, and now everything's separated, so you don't just have like a single coil into
Oh.
distributing. You know what I mean? Now you have.
Yeah, he's talking about the long spark plugs.
It's
Yeah,
gonna.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm talking
Yeah.
about is firing orders. So if you actually look at the firing order, dude, it's all like crisscrossed in a Ford, right? So if you pull one and you don't fucking connect it, you don't connect it in the right spot, you're fucked. Not just that,
should
but
be
all
right
the
on the
harnessing.
block.
Yeah, all the harnessing goes under fucking like your airflow intake and all kinds of other bullshit that just turns it into a real pain in the ass to access.
Okay.
Not just that, but you also have special fucking spark plugs in those Fords, and you have to have a special tool so you don't break them off.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're gonna strip out regardless. They're gonna break out, and your special tool is nothing more than
A ceramic fucking hex head, yeah.
oh my god, yeah.
I used to sell so many of that tool, and Ford was the only one for a long time that made that special tool, and it was ridiculously overpriced if you didn't have connections.
I still say Chevy's the best because a Ford, you'd ride a mile and walk the rest.
Yeah, I don't know though. I'm thinking that I much rather deal with all those Ford problems as just typical maintenance for every fucking 50 to 75,000 than to be concerned with, why my car is flickering its light or fucking I hear a buzzing sound in it. That shit pisses me right the fuck off.
I'm with that. I had to replace my third brake light didn't work on my Silverado, and I just bought this thing, and it turns out the fuse box was just rotting away on it, and I have that warranty from a dealership, so I took it back in, and they end up replacing the oil pan for some reason and doing the fuse box. It's a good runner. I've never had like a newer Silverado with that 5.3 in it. It runs great, but it was there for like 2 fucking weeks.
Vortex in the Chevy Suburbans '96.
Them are pretty decent.
They're
I will say though, I'm a big Bronco guy. I love my Broncos. I had a Bronco with a 4BT Cummins swapped into it. Now that was a truck.
So Jason, you don't know what your link is?
No, fuck. My link.
The three
Shit,
dots.
I've got it. Okay, no. Can you can you search? You're at a computer, your laptop? Oh yeah, I'm on my phone. It's a pain in the ass. Just search Jason K, and then do just write PIPP test. So Jason space K like my channel, and then just space and then PIPP, which is photography in public places, of course. Test, and it'll show up maybe it should have a police car crashed on my Did it show up? Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Where is it?
Let's see if I can get a.
Trying to find it. Yeah.
Well, if it makes it count, I can't even find the fucking headlight switch on this fucking Freightliner.
Jason. I'm gonna find that. It's my laptop.
Okay, so it's Jason K. All
If you type just type that in there. It came up there. Type that in.
Jason K. And then spell it
PIPP test.
PIPPE. And then spell the last part. KIST. Is that what he said? KIST? I think he dropped off. I'll check out his channel and see if we can get him some more subs.
Yeah, I feel bad, man. That's quite a ways. Their constitution's almost similar to ours, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Now, I'm back again. I'm just going to try and see if I can find it on my laptop, this shitty old laptop I got here. But yeah, no, I don't really have. I've got one other good guy that's a good supporter. He's got a good channel, few thousand subscribers, but it's been going back for a while. He does a lot of children and a lot of government taking the kids shit, civil rights for Māoris, and so he does a lot of government stuff. Where I just don't like bad cops. That's sort of my part of it, and civil rights.
Yeah, you just
you
got for the climate to change, and you'll start getting a lot more support where you're at, right? It seems like nobody does it, but once, because it's new, once you start doing it, people are be like, "This is a thing," and then more people will start grabbing their cameras where you're at, and it's kind of a trend. You got to be a trendsetter, I think.
Yeah.
There's more people out there that think like you. They just don't know what they're thinking or feeling. I
see so many New Zealanders watching you guys over in the States, England, UK, everything. They're like New Zealand in the chat, and I'm like, fuck, I do it here, man. You never say hello to me, It's like they don't know who I am. I don't go on Facebook because I keep that for my family, I try and keep that separate from.
Oh yeah, you wait till that comes, the family bit. It's either hit or miss with the family stuff, dude.
Oh, I don't care, but I don't want to have everything all involved in one thing,
Yeah.
It wouldn't bother me. My old lady, she knows that I'm out there doing shit. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. People are like, you need a cape sort of thing, but it's not a cape. It's just that we all need to be doing what I do. That's all. I'm just doing something everyone should be doing.
You need a big pig suit. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we call them over here. They're pigs.
Seriously though, guys, think about it. Think about if the communities would start to come together, and when somebody got one of these bullshit tickets, traffic tickets, which is trafficking, right? Anything outside of injury, damage, loss, or harm is a fraud and a crime. So if we could just get people to understand within our own communities, when somebody goes to court, all of a sudden 100 people are coming into the courtroom with them. Man, look at what an impact that would make across the globe.
Oh, it's been done. It's just, it's basically you need to have a big enough pool and a big enough draw, and you need to reach enough people, and that's half the issue sometimes.
Yeah, I know a guy in Nebraska that had 75 people in the courtroom with him. And you know what? They tend to play a little bit differently, because now those 75, 100 people sitting there listening to what's going on, and now they're on their P's and Q's, because you see what I'm getting at here.
Well, what happened to that though? What was his name? He was a living man. Oh fuck, John, I think his name was. I haven't seen any more updates on him in a long time, but he was like a living mountain man, you know? Oh, shit, what the hell was his name?
The guy that went in the courtroom and sat down and wouldn't go up there?
Yeah, old school guy, like, you
Yeah.
know,
Looked
made
like
his own
Grizzly
clothes.
Adams or something?
Yep. It's probably the
Yep.
best way, yep. I think
Yeah.
they acquitted him of stuff. Did they acquit him of? I think they
Yeah,
got him
but-
free because they were holding him on bond, too. Ridiculous, too.
Yeah, that's what
But
they do.
I've never heard
See,
anything else about that.
the whole court system, I mean, is just one little, the court system is one little minute situation that's going on in the world today. And that's the disturbing part.
Well, I'm hoping we don't get any Judge Dreads. That's my end game. I don't want any of that shit going on.
Any what?
Judge Dredd type of deal.
I'm not following you.
Well, the cops pretty much are judge, jury, and executioner on the spot. It's a movie.
Okay. Yep.
You know, where they're called judges and they run around, and you know, so Sylvester Stallone was in a movie for that.
But see, they're being used now. Some of them are. Let me walk them. Some of them are in the game deep, but most of them have no clue that they are being used for financial gain as well. Because some of these guys are out here just trying to feed their family what they think is right, and they're not realizing what they're doing. But am I back feeding? You know what? Maybe let me see if I got to close. Yeah, I got to close out YouTube. That might be better now. But they don't even know that they're being used as well. That might be better now. But they don't even know that they're being used as well.
It's the studio.
But they don't even know that they're being used as well.
Jason, how's your guys' constitution over there? What's different? Do you know what differences between ours and yours, or no?
I know your laws better, put it that way, because I watch more of it.
Oh, jeez.
Jason,
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Never mind.
Jason, I don't mean to laugh.
I'm trying to find my fucking thing here.
Oh, go ahead.
So no, I know our laws are similar to. Of course, our Second Amendment is fucked. Like, we don't have a Second Amendment.
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, we don't have it. Like we don't have it. I mean, they took after that mosque shooting, they took all our automatics.
Yep.
You know, semi-automatics. Or so we've got shotguns. Pistols are coming. They're buying our pistols back off us another few months, I think. Buyback started last week.
Wow, that's no good, man. You got to stop.
Jeez.
We got shotguns. We've got, yeah. We're
That's
pretty
a
much
good starting point, and that gets the ball rolling on your activism. That alone,
Yeah,
just
well, I mean,
them trying to take your rights away, or do their little
the problem was that when they wrote it up, they say we gave you those rights, and we are still the government, so we're just adjusting them. They're not finished yet. You know, that's all there is. Same as the Constitution of the United States. I'm sorry to say it, guys, because I like the Constitution of the United States, but it is still only young in its day, and we see it, and I see it as biblical to me. It's as if it's 3,000 years old. You know what I mean? And that's how strong it is for such a young document. It's quite strong.
Is your picture of
find that it's going to erode faster than what you've got it.
Is your picture of a cop car hitting a tree?
Yep, it's hitting a power pole. Yeah,
it's hitting a power pole. Yes, farmer.
Yeah. Is that?
Hope I'm helping.
Hey, do you got what kind of sirens do they have? Do they got the really the Euro type of sirens like you see it, for us in the movies? No.
No, Nino. We don't do Nino. Nah. No, we drive they drive the cars like Chevy Cruisers, but they're just last of
Nice.
them now. They moved out of them. I think we're getting a Hyundais. They're starting on Hyundai. I mean, we just bought fucking tractors. We're buying jet skis. We're buying all this fucking shit. They'll
Sounds like the rich
recruiting
ones around here.
They'll stop recruiting at the moment because since they had that 1 month lockdown last year, everyone decided they've lost their job or become a policeman. And so they've got like 3,000 cops this year just started, and they've got another 2,000 recruits coming up, and then they've got 3,000 booked, but they haven't got enough fucking room, so they've got to arrest people. They've got to find crime.
So pretty much you got
2 years
super
ago-
cops running around everywhere.
Well, 2 years ago, I got pulled over for anything. I'd have one police officer because they don't carry guns. Officers don't carry guns on them. And so I was just got pulled over. So there's no stress on an officer. And now I get pulled over. Before he leaves the car, he's like you guys. He's got fucking 2 cars on the way. This. And one day I saw a traffic cop just pull over talking to someone, and I heard cars coming from 2K away. Fucking code, lights, sirens, just dangerous. Just to pull someone over for a ticket. It's like, fucked. It's fucked. They're wrecking my cars. I've got a big problem with my cars.
See, those lights are used for true emergencies. So they're committing felonies.
And flashing us at night with their spotties, of course. They've got to flash us with that.
So this is your channel link.
Jason. I don't know, because I went to out.
It's in
No, that won't do it.
Click on that link and just confirm that is your channel.
Hang on. I will. Hang on. I'm going to I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll unsubscribe and subscribe to you now. Okay? It'll show up. I can't fucking find it on this fucking thing either, man.
Dirt Farmer has it. It's at the 3 dots in the corner, or it's once you're on your channel, you can go up to the search engine or the search bar. That's your link.
Bones in the house.
Yo, FTP, why don't you do me a favor and text me that when you get a chance, because I don't have a way to take it down right now. And I'll make sure to hit it with a couple of subscriptions.
Yeah. The channel.
I threw it in the private chat too.
Did you? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get it from the private chat. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I
can do this now. Yeah, I think I've got it sus now.
He's got 362 subs.
And there's only like 2 from New Zealand, man, where I live, or 3 or 4. And yeah.
If some people are having a hard time trying to find the channel too, they might have to run a VPN network, but I don't think they would have to.
I've just in the chat, I've just put on the bottom one. It's UTUBE. It's only the small one.
On the side of the street, on the corner. No lights on.
I'm watching something else on.
To the search engine or the search bar, that's your link. Yo, FTP, why don't you do me a favor?
I was coming back. I'm watching a fucking old stream here. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Did it come up? Did you see it?
I don't see it yet.
How am I going to do it? It's just here. I'm just using this stupid fucking phone. I don't know why. Fuck, see, that's the problem with me, man. I've fucking got this shit gear, shit equipment. Right.
I'm gonna get some dinner. I'm out of here.
You're out, Bird?
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm
All right.
gonna get some dinner, do some shit.
All right. Peace out.
What's your email address, buddy? Huh? I could email it to you. Or you could, yeah?
I think I'll jump down, dude. Let you get back to what you were doing, so you don't lose anybody in the room.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I don't want to hold you up sitting there doing nothing. I have to just suss it out another stage. But that's always my problem, mate. My clouds don't align, you know? But yeah. And what's everyone's plan today?
Oops, I muted out. I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
no, I don't know if is that the one?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's my channel.
Oh yeah. It's-
No, that's my other. No, I can't. That's my link to my head. That's actually my channel to fucking fuck with my channel.
that's your channel to what?
That's like my. So I
I know
just
I
clicked
put
on
one
it
of
now.
your videos up.
Did you just? That's like my Is that my channel? Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that what showed up?
that should be your channel. You still there? Mic check. Mic check. There we go. You still there, Jason?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, fuck.
I think you were muted. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
no.
There's something wrong on my end.
I'm just getting echo of another device. It's gone now.
Do you want me to kick that other one out?
Yeah, I'll have a look at it now. Hang on. So I think it was I don't know if it was the channel link. Where's my a bit of reverb on there. Where's my camera?
Thanks, Bud Grower.
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping in. I gotta get some food going myself, like a bird.
Just give me 1 second. I'll make sure it is that link. So I'm just gonna go and have a look.
Cut, copy, paste that link, and you can post it. Keep it in your notes. You can post it wherever you need to.
Yeah, I never have the same device with me all the time, or I can find out of something.
Just keep clicking random buttons in YouTube.
Wow.
Eventually, you'll learn how to cut, copy, paste your link.
Okay, now here we go. The link on the bottom there. That was the VNI7RKS one. Is that it?
There's this one, and then there's the one that PDF. PDF was the one that you had to his actual channel. I don't know if he's still in here. I might have to go back and grab it again.
Okay, because I'm just trying to find the chat. There's no chat log where I am. Oh. Okay. There was. Yeah, it must be that there was only one there, eh? There was only one channel link that got put up of mine, and that's it. There's one at 1 o'clock and one at 1:08. Right? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I clicked it. It's in the chat. The one in the chat is VN. I think it's L7RK or something, or I7RK. I don't know. And yeah, if I go on my laptop here and click into where we are in this, and click on yeah, that's it.
Yep,
Sweet.
that's the right link. The other one was just
Yeah.
to a video.
Yeah, sweet as man. Yeah, so yeah, I just got to get out. I want to go out. There's so much for me to do. I've got an open oyster here because it teaches the uneducated rookies, you know, because they just don't know we have rights. And we need to change that before they tune into fucking drummed into them.
Right. It's all about education. education in your rights, knowing your rights, and also education for your government, and to let them know what they are doing right and what they're doing wrong. And when they're doing wrong, just making sure that there's checks and balances, and when they're passing bad laws, I think it should be pointed out. I think that bad police officers should be pointed out. If they're good police officers, well, then of course you're gonna catch them doing good as well. But the bad ones make the good ones look bad as well, and I hope that they understand that.
Yeah, the problem is we don't have any accountability for them, really, because, or they don't have any accountability, because we can't sue them and sue departments in cities like you do in America. You break, my civil rights, and I'm going to take 10 grand off the 20 grand. We get nothing. We fight it in court, we get found not guilty, and then we take them to court, and we have to prove the financial loss, which will be a lawyer, and that's all. It's the lawyer get paid out. So we're going out there, put our heads on the line, and they do what they want, knowing that they'll just pay out lawyers' fees later on. The city won't complain about losing $1 million because they don't lose $1 million.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing here.
Big lawsuit.
They drag us through court, and they make you prove that there's losses, damages, but at the same time, they know that they violated your rights, and they don't want to pay out, so they just kick you out of court, or use your background.
We don't get no settlement. We don't get settlements. We just get told not guilty or guilty, and then if we have to go and take the policeman to court for loss of money because of the not, they won't even bring into account that I was falsely maybe arrested or detained or whatever. They won't look at that. That's already gone in previous. All I'm civil doing now is for money, which is for a lawyer. So they've already got off the fucking violate my rights. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty guilty, not guilty, but they're not compensating you.
No.
There's no
do what they like, and then they'll take it to court like you hear them say, "Oh, we'll talk about the courtroom," and then that turns to shit because half the time they'll go to court and say, "Yeah, no," or when we get to court, they'll kick you out of the police station. And when I go back and put in a complaint, they'll go, "Yeah, we've done that." The only one who'll see the complaint will be the person I give it to. Then it goes in the bin. But I think videoing them and putting on the internet will show people more than a complaint. The complaint says the rubbish bin, but my video, I want them to see New Zealand. We watch Police 10/7 programs like motorway patrols and all these 911 fucking follow them around cops sort of programs here, and they do their own police vlogs and shit like that, and they fucking violate. I cringe. They violated people's rights all day, but people watch the program, they don't even mention it. It's like, bro,
that's the problem here.
Like,
they pump that.
They're giving up their names and they're pulling them out. You have to tell us your name, mate. I get fucked.
Yeah, they pump that over here too.
It's fucked. But we can get pulled over for anything. We don't have to, like, you didn't indicate or you crossed the lane or you're swerving. They just pull us over like Gestapo. They pull us over. If they want to pull us over to check our warrant rego license, they'll pull us over to check our registration, warrant of fitness and license. They don't need an excuse. You don't have to break the law to be pulled over or detained like that for a traffic detainment. Yeah.
Well, I think cops across the board are just overreaching, stressed out to the max, and they're making their jobs harder than what they have to be. So they're kind of stressing themselves out in a way. If they would just go, I think, get their job done and stop violating people's rights, that would probably make their job a lot easier. Rather than running around filming, doing all these cop shows, trying to look a certain way and have an image when they're actually violating your rights. But on the cop show, they don't like to show you that they're violating your rights. But in fact, they are. They're just, the camera doesn't show all that. They do a lot of editing.
Camera turns away.
The camera turns away at a certain point, and they're not showing it. They're showing the funny parts, or they're making fun of the criminals, or they're labeling them all criminals. They're not saying anything about violating this person's rights, and they're not showing the violation. They are editing certain things out, because I can say how it looks on cops, and then I can say how it looks when I film, and what I can see in the arguments with the police officers, and the violations of the rights, and tackling a man for doing nothing. But yeah,
that's right. That's what happened to me. I got pulled out of my car and thrown on the ground, and fucking license ripped out of my car, and fucking just for nothing. They thought I was involved with something up the street just because I looked at them. And knocked my wrists up, went to the police station, complaints, nothing ever came of it. So,
and that's why we do what we do. That's why I do what I do. I hope that's why you do what you do. It's because of the wrongs that they have done to you. That's why you're in this for the right reasons then, because being victimized is just, it's never fun, right? So that's what got me to pick up a camera, and it got a lot of other people to pick up a camera, is to shine the light. And also, the camera is a deterrent. Cops will quit doing it to you in front of a camera. They'll do it less. So the more people holding cameras, it's my belief that everybody can have a body cam on. They're cheap, they're inexpensive. There's no reason for these cops not to have body cameras. They should all be wearing body cameras.
Our police don't have body cameras. They don't. Their guns are locked in the boot in a fucking little safe. They have to ask to get that out. They have to stop pursuits at 110 kilometers an hour, unless it's too dangerous. They have to ask to carry on. And then they got the gangsters up the road with the fucking automatic weapons they didn't hand in, fucking shooting at the cops and fucking taking off doing robberies all night for a weekend, and then get caught and guns still out on the streets, and same thing next day.
Yeah, they're I don't know. I don't know how it works out there, but I can tell you, it sounds like you got treated the same way as we get treated here in America.
Exactly.
Filthy, dirty. I mean,
right. I have a person straight across the street, about 40 meters from my house, and he's on home detention bracelet, and he gets checked by police officers every hour to 2 hours. They drive past the house and look in, and every 2 or 3 hours they'll walk in, knock the door, and check his home. And at night they just up and down the street, and fuck, I could just get some footage from these cunts and harass them, ask for names and shit, but I don't really want to deal with the neighbors sort of shit, you know? I want the neighbors, the neighbor.
But hey, that's a place to start. If you start filming driving by every 2 hours, or the hold that they have on somebody with an ankle bracelet, or you're just documenting. Tell him to document. That's
it's just harassment.
It's harassment. See, I'm glad that you get it, because so many people don't get it, and I'm so glad that you're here telling your story.
Yeah, and also check this. One of my videos I've uploaded. It was only a little fucking 5-7 minute one. I think it was being nosy or something like that. They were across the street actually drug busting him the day he went on the bracelet, and that's the first day they started coming back all the time. And I go out there, I film around the corner more. I've got, last week they done another raid, guns at their house come out, armed police. Another one, they pulled kids out the boot at gunpoint, a gang member. And both times, every time they've asked me to stop filming, or can you put your phone away? And it's like, no, I can't. Can you get the fuck out of here? You know? Or, hey, look, these people are getting a bit worried that you're filming and that it's agitating this gangster's fucking scene. I said, I didn't tell them to fucking sort this shit out of my street. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't here for the kids. And cops don't like it, man. When they ask you where you live and you ask the same questions back, they don't fucking like it. Yeah.
Beautiful, Jason. 5-speed, you got anything to add there?
Yeah, I lost my train of thought now. Oh,
I'm sorry.
What I was going to say is when we start to wake up and realize what's going on here in America, these police officers, there's even rules to running those emergency lights that they have up on top of those vehicles. See, those are for true emergencies where there has been loss, injury, damage, or harm. You see what I'm getting at here? Now, see, not only are they using those lights to get you to pull over, in reality, those emergency lights represent something far more serious. But see, they're using those as well in their little scheme. When the American people start to wake up and start seeing some of this stuff that's going on, and that's why I think the negativity really has to stop, because we have to teach our brothers and sisters in those uniforms what they are doing. And we're never going to do that if we're coming at them in a negative manner. Controversy is just going to fuel the fire. See, there is no controversy.
I'm a bit of a cunt for that.
The rule of thumb
I'm a
plays.
bit of a cunt for that. They
The
just
real
fucking
deal
rock
is
me
the
up,
rule of law.
I like that Amagansky Press. He's got a good way of talking. How we can just slide back, how we can step back and just start again,
Okay.
It needs to start in schools.
Wow. This guy's got it. I mean, he's I
They
think
get a police officer into school to teach you to cross the fucking road, okay, not to get bullied, and how to talk with your mates if they're finding about drugs. While he was there for an hour, I should be standing next to him and saying, okay, now I'd like to have some point on this too, and I'm going to talk about your civil rights you have, which they protect to fucking let you use. And this guy will agree, you cunts can fucking film him, and you're going to be polite about that, aren't you, officer? And you'll go, yeah. And it's done.
Well, the Fifth Amendment says you have the right to remain silent. That's what I would do in most.
Yeah, well.
Oh,
they still might remain silent, but you just want to tell them to do something. Or
you got to point the finger. They got finger at some negativity, and they ain't going to themselves, so they're going to point it at you.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm trying to. It's under brand.
What's up, PDF?
Time for a break. Little break.
yeah, man. Oh well. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I've got to pick my boys up from school today. Fuck, it's Thursday, 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's about 1:25 here.
Not in the afternoon. See, I'm in a fucking hot summer's day, man. I got fucking beautiful fucking sunshine here, buddy. Yeah. I should be at the. I've got
dark
police
here now.
stations fucking right all around me. I know I've only ordered 2 of them. 3 of them. Yeah.
Well, Robert Dickey, he's got it. Because that's what we should be asking these law enforcement officers. We should be asking them for their license, insurance, and proof of registration.
Hey, 5 Speed. I watched a video yesterday, this morning maybe, I don't remember when. It was Stray Dog's video. He went to court. It was on Batucci's channel. Did you see that or any part of that?
No, man, when they took my channel down, dude, I lost everything.
Well, this was a while back, but Stray Dog's got a video out. It's like an hour and a half long. It's more than most people will ever watch. It's on Batucci's channel. It's on Stray Dog's channel, but I just happened to watch it on Batucci's channel, and then I went and let it run on Stray Dogs later. But either way, he went to court. He was found guilty. He appealed it. He was found not guilty. He filed to sue. They turned down and they said he can't have his right to sue. They're not going to let him sue. But the part that I didn't understand, they said at the very end that he has to fight and go to a jury trial to try to get the legality to sue for them arresting him for not doing anything wrong, because the only thing he did was refuse to give ID. They tried to say he was, first they tried to say it might have been trespassing. He might have been disturbing the peace. He might have been prowling. He might have been, all this might have been. So that way they said that the cop was legally able to ask for ID. So they weren't going to let him sue them. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, well, see, you know me, it's hard to speculate on what somebody else's deal was because we don't know what all they done. Did they sign any paperwork? Did they give any consent? Because I can tell you this, if you signed any paperwork, you gave them consent.
It's an hour and 38 minutes. You can watch the whole fucking proceeding, dude. It's like, yeah, he's got the recording of the court process of what they're saying, going through the whole deal. But either way, it ends up to the point is that he appealed it. It got thrown out. They said he wasn't allowed to ask for his ID. So the charge of not giving an identification was the whole charge. They throwed it out at the appeal. I mean, the first court case, they found he was guilty. The second court case, he appealed not guilty. Well, then when he filed to sue him, they turned down his right to sue. You're not allowed to sue. Sorry, we're not giving you the right to sue. But the main thing is he has to fight in court and go to a jury trial to get the right to sue them. I don't understand the jury trial part to get the right to sue someone. That's my question. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, because the jury that they're talking about is not of your peers.
They have to have a fucking vote on whether they're going to have a vote on to impeach. Yeah.
Yeah, see, when, you know what we've all got to really realize and start to understand how the rule of law really works. So, you know, I mean, with what I have learned over now, certain questions that they ask, I will answer totally different than most people will answer. You know, if a judge ever tells me, like she did once before, that they're going to put in a plea for me, well, then you are the defendant here today, right? You're gonna put a plea in for I, the man. Obviously, that name is you. What are they going to say? They say you speak their language. You're playing in their playground. Speak your language with the power that's inherent in you as a man or a woman. Start to understand some of these words that are understand meaning one of them. Well, hey, do you understand the charges that are being brought against you? Hell no. I don't understand none of your shit.
90% of the people don't even know the rights they were read when the
Where's the
fucking
injury damage?
Miranda rights.
Where's the injury, damage, loss, or harm? Bring forth the injury, injury, damage, loss, or harm. Where's it at? Anybody in this room today? I brought harm. I'm here to make remedy. If I've harmed you in any way. Anybody? Any takers?
No.
No, of course not. Of course not. But now we could talk about that guy that used those sirens in an emergency to get me pulled over, so I could get out of his way so he can get on to that emergency where there has been some harm done. But he rolls up beside me and tries to violate my rights. I was just pulling over like I should do, and possibly he may have been stopping me needing some help. No, I don't understand anything that's going on here. See what I'm saying? I'm going to hit your soul a little bit. You ain't going to dance around it. The expression and the intent with the expression, the intent's going to be quite clear where you stand, whoever's casting that judgment. Let he who has not sinned cast the first stone.
You have a strong First Amendment, though. Yeah, the freedom of speech is really strong with the First Amendment.
You can't stand on it. If you can't stand on it,
of the 1990 Bill of Rights Act, which is our freedom of speech and religion and that shit. But we don't have like, hey, this is my First Amendment right. You know, it's not like the first one. Lots of police freak out when you say, look, it's my 14th of the 19th fucking right. You know, they're straight away. Who do you ask for? QID number, which is their collar number, and that collar number is also their email number at .gov.nz. So any policeman I get their number off, I can get an immediate email to him to show him any fucking shit that, or tell you guys, email this guy and say that he's a dick. The emails are pretty much on their uniform. But they don't like to identify themselves with their name. Like, yeah, it's like, what? Change the subject.
See, I try to stay away from all the craziness and keep it simple. You know, that's me anyway.
I have to.
But we have no clue what they're writing on this paperwork in the language that they're writing it, with the changing the verbs and adverbs and creating different definitions for different words. You're thinking it meaning one thing when you read it, but it's not what you thought it meant. It was you agreeing to their bullshit. But I mean, at the end of the day, instant injury, loss, damage, or harm, there's no reason for law enforcement to even speak to you absent a warrant. A war rant where you've brought harm upon somebody in it's already happened, right? Not when there's no harm, and then they write the warrant when they serve it. See what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. Yeah. They've turned the tables on us.
But most people I know say you have to give the police your name if they ask for it. They're just fucking blind to it. It's like, no, you don't.
You don't. You're private. They're trying to bring you into the public right there. You're private.
And everyone would go, gee, you're getting in trouble.
Use that Second Amendment and remain silent.
You know,
see now, if I'm acting in the public's eye as an officer or some kind of official, see, I have a certain set of rules and statutes and regulations that the corporation tells me that I must abide by. Yeah. But private man acting in my own personal private capacity, absent injury, damage, loss, or harm, you don't get to pull me over there into the public. Where you work for me. You're supposed to be acting in the image of the people. not your agency, your department. Department. To depart. They've broke us down, man. We really got to get away from all the craziness and get right down to simple stupid. You know what I mean? Absent injury, damage, loss, or harm. What? Where's it at? There's nothing. So if we would all just unite and come together back under that one common rule, bring no harm, it's obvious, right? That's the obvious. There's no way around it. There's either harm or there's not harm. And the only way that you can harm somebody is for it to be a living man or a woman. You can't harm a state, a fictitious entity. You can't harm a piece of paper. You many of that. For it's all fiction. But now a living man or a woman, you can. They bleed.
It's hurt.
They die. They hurt.
Yeah, they hurt their feelings.
Well, feelings is that's what's wrong. Everybody's in their feelers.
Yeah, see, yeah. That's the problem.
That's the problem
feelings.
there. The feelers, the wants and the don't wants. But I want to look at your eyes because that's the window to your soul. And I'll know what your intent is.
I'm a good man. Haven't stepped in a courtroom in 14 years.
Been them a couple times, not much though. I've never fail over it, but
if I had a big bus and I threw the top 50 auditors, I believe, that are cool in America, drove them under the seat of here,